Thanks very much, Craig. Well, you can see we're really working on building these social enterprises, and you see how social enterprises are really emerging. You know, we talked about listening, we talked about engaging, we talked about marketing, we talked about collaborating, we talked about selling, we talked about servicing, and now we're going to talk about product social networks. We've talked about public social networks. Now we talked about public social networks, we talked about private social networks. Now we're going to talk about product social networks. A lot of P's in there, especially for so early in the morning, and I'm on Japan time. So we're building product social networks and social applications. Look, if you want to build an application today, and you want to do all the things that you're seeing, like you saw in our Toyota demo and a lot of demos you're going to see later today, you're going to build custom applications exactly for your enterprise. All of our products, our sales, our service, everything you saw today, everything is built on our platform. You're actually using our platform to build these applications. That's how we build our apps. That's how you do them. That's why they're so fungible. That's why you can take them apart and put them back together, and yet because they're built on our metadata customized platform, as we do upgrades and updates, we don't break your customizations, we don't break links. And that's why we become a leader in delivering platform as a service. The problem, traditional platforms, too slow, too old, too complex, too difficult to use, too expensive. Very simple. What are you supposed to do? You put together your database, your hardware, your network, this is decades-old idea. We've pre-integrated these systems. This is software and hardware that's truly engineered to work together today in speed and reliability and scale and availability. That's why we get the speed. Because you focus on your app. You focus on the logic. You don't focus on the technology. We worry about that. We'll worry about keeping the systems going. You worry about getting the right logic and the right business process into the capability, and you're going to end up with faster assembly and integration, more coding productivity, and faster deployment. Our customers have built hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these applications natively on our platform. And the largest software companies in the world are also building natively on their platform. Now you want to build your own public social network, you want to build your own private social network, you want to build your own product social network. All of those schemas are built into our database. So the profiles and the status updates and the feeds, those are data types within our database. It's built into database.com, it's there, it's built in so that you can automatically use it. That lets you easily build these new product social networks like we have been showing you today. So if you want to build something that reflects your products and your customers and your customer social database like you've been seeing, all of that can happen easily right out of our application development and deployment platform. It's the world's most open platform. You can use whatever language that you want to use. So if you are a Ruby on Rails developer or a Java developer, or if you are an Apex developer, a SQL developer, you can get going very, very fast with our platform. It also has a robust set of APIs, a robust set of languages to do everything from stored procedures and triggers to complex logic within the application. And if you want to build a mobile application, this is the fastest way to build a mobile application, whether you're trying to generate HTML5 or whether you want to build a native application running on a native device. So Dan is here to show me. We have a great customer, Zimmer, and I think that one of the things you really got to think about as you're building these social enterprises, we've walked around the wheel, and now we're in the product social network area. The three key things about building product social networks, again, are include your products, include geolocation and mobile, right, and include your partners. So one of the really interesting examples that Dan and I have seen is Zimmer, and the reason that Zimmer is exciting is they're a medical device company, and they want more interaction between their customer-facing organization and their customers who are doctors. But doctors are on the go, and it's hard to get them to stop, to see the product information, the videos, and to see the updated product literature. So Zimmer built with us a native application on an iPad, and we're going to take a look at that app right now. So Dan, what do we got here?
Yeah, so Zimmer built this great app, and what Zimmer operates in a very highly regulated environment, and they needed a way to quickly build an app and serve product content out to their mobile, as Marc was saying, field sales or doctors out there on the road. And what you're taking a look at here is a native iPad app that's built using Force.com. And you can see where, if you take a look, we have dental, we can click on extremities, hips, or knees. What we're showing here is content that's being pulled out of Force.com. And so if I go through the product catalog, I could see that the content's changing. I could take a look at the exact content. I could take a look here and see the movie that's playing. It plays all the multimedia profiles, all these multimedia files like PDFs, images, movies, etc. And if we actually move over to Demo 4, one of the most powerful things is that you can see here, Zimmer was gracious enough to let them take a look at their backend system. You can see here that the content is right here being stored in database.com, Force.com. And another cool thing about this is that Zimmer can run analytics to see what content is being served up the most, so that they can improve the content that's not being worked on or being shown. And that's actually the true power of Force.com.
So what we're seeing is customers building these very high-fidelity mobile applications, and their mobile apps are on the app stores and in their sales reps' hands, because the reality is today, mobile is a tremendous vehicle for deploying these next-generation apps. We also have seen that with geolocation and all these other great examples.
Exactly, and go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to be showing that later today as well.
Yep, and you'll see that in our breakout sessions and at the demo booths today.
So we want to keep inside our time schedule today. Look, what have we tried to do today? Well, we've tried to really walk our social enterprise wheel for you. We talked about listening, we talked about engaging, we talked about marketing. We talked about collaborating, selling, and servicing. We talked about the product social network. We talked about geolocation and mobility. And we've also talked about including your partners. Now, what's next? Well, today, what's next is that we have a whole set of programs still put together for you. There's 21 cloud leaders here, 9 breakout sessions, 33 demo sessions. There's lots of employees of our partners and of our company here to answer questions for you. I want to encourage you to come to Dreamforce and sign up now to get an early bird registration, which is August 30th through September 2nd in San Francisco, where you're going to see the revelation of the next generation of this technology of the social enterprise, and you'll see even more exciting demonstrations and meet over 30,000 of your peers from around the world. Well, it's great to be back here in Washington, D.C. I want to let you know you can follow me at Benioff on Twitter, or you can email me at ceo@salesforce.com. One last thing I'd like to say, this is the first time we've done this presentation, the social enterprise. We'd love your feedback. So if you could go to Twitter, or you could go or email me at ceo@salesforce.com. I'd love to hear from you what you thought of today's presentation. And we really appreciate you being here, and have a great rest of the day. Thank you, everybody.